Hi, everybody. My name is Sandy. I'm the deputy here at the Office of the Secretary of State, and I'm going to give you a quick overview of our new election night results reporting site. This site has new interactive features to help you navigate to the results you want to view and is interactive and easier to understand. Just like our last site at 8 o'clock on election night, data will start uploading every 10 minutes with new results as precincts at the county level are reporting and uploading. So with that in mind, here's what we're going to learn about today. By the end of this tutorial, you should be able to understand how to navigate the site. You should know how to use the search and filter features and how to drill down into your election results. You should understand how to interpret the interactive map and the information it provides you, and learn how to save and export information in the system. So with that, let's drop into the site and give it a look. Give me just a moment here while I get that up. Drum roll, please. Here is our new North Dakota election night reporting site. As you can see at the top there, we have a banner that indicates, indeed, we are an official website of the state of North Dakota, so you know that you're on the right place. And you'll also see that dashboard at the top that has different information. So that dashboard has our statewide turnout. You'll notice that the numbers there and precincts reported, the numbers there are both 0. There's no results on the site yet, as election results are not reported until election night when ballots are counted. And so that statewide turnout number will be 0 for this test, but ultimately all the functionality you want to see in the site will be able to navigate. So statewide turnout there, you've got a 0 number with those eligible voters of 600,394. That's all our state qualified electors who are 18 and over. And then precincts reported, that 358, that's the number of precincts out there. You'll see partially reported numbers and fully reported as counties are uploading information. Once you are at that 100% fully reported, those are unofficial results until the meeting of the canvassing board. So then you'll notice on the big area here, that map, I can scroll in or out to that map, and I'll show you some more of those interactive features in a bit. And then we have our results column on the right-hand side here. Right now you can see I'm on results, state and statewide. So in the column, you'll see reflected different state level races that are happening. All right, so now let's drill down a bit into the state level. So if I am selecting a race, so right here you can see this blue highlight around the race I'm on, and you can see Republican race and Democratic races because we are in a primary. You'll notice that that blue highlight goes over whatever race I'm on. If I hover over the map, I can see individual county results for that specific race. If I go up and change that to the Republican race, you can see I can now see the results at the county level from there. So just a quick way for you to drill down into information using that map as a piece. So for example, let's say I want to understand more about different races, but I don't want to have to use the filters and things to find them. So one of the quick ways you can do that as you're going through the site the first time is to just click through and add this star at the beginning of any race you're interested in watching. So if I want to watch our 2 races for representative in Congress, maybe I want to watch, oh goodness, let's do Secretary of State because that's an interesting race to me. And if I scroll down, I'm really interested in the upcoming measure. So at the bottom here, I have that constitutional measure number 1. If I click that star in front of all of those different races, and if you notice as I hover over one of those titles, it will read itself out all the way so you can see what it is. I can click that star, and then when I click on the tab up here that says favorites, all those races that I've added a star to will appear in my feed. And let's say, oh, I really didn't want to click the representative. I can just unclick those and they quickly drop out of my favorites feed. That's a quick, easy way as you're going through the site. If you want to follow different races at different jurisdiction levels, just use that star and pull it into your favorites. All right, the other tab that's up here is turnout. That simply is voter turnout by county. Same rules apply. If I hover over the map, I can get those same interactive details by county for that turnout as well. All right, let's go back up to our statewide results, and we're going to drill into the filters and understand how to use those better. Let's drill down using the filters. So now I'm at state and statewide. Let's take a look at legislative. If I click on this first drop down, I have state, legislative, judicial, county, city, and school, so I can quickly drill down into different jurisdictions. I can use the drop down beside it to drill down by county or legislative district, depending upon what jurisdiction I'm in. So right now, let's click on legislative, and you're going to do a little hocus pocus, and the map's going to change and become legislative districts. So you can see here all those legislative districts and those races that are occurring, and I can scroll down the map. As I'm scrolling, you'll notice that the color over here, so here's District 3, turns red. It's because I'm on the Republican race. If I go down and scroll down to the state Democratic, you'll see it turns to blue. So as we go through, I'm going to click on here and just show you a bigger district. So you can see I'm going to pick District 31 using this second drop down. It's going to zoom in. Now you can see I'm on the Republican race for that. It's red. If I go to the Democratic race, it'll turn blue. And the night of the election, the map is a heat map. So the darker or denser the color, the more votes. So if you see a race where you might have a race where there are competition between two individuals at like a city or county level, those you won't see that because they're nonpartisan. But for state representatives, statewide electeds that are partisan, you'll be able to see that density. Darker blue means more Democratic votes, darker red means more Republican votes, and the vice versa for the lighter. So just a quick way for you to understand that map with relationship to that heat map sensitivity. All right. Now let's go through and let's find a race. Let's say I'm going to go back out. I don't want to be zoomed in. Why am I zoomed in? At the bottom of the site, you'll see this state view. Anytime you click it, it'll pop you back out to the full state. So let's say I want to really know what's going on in District 14. I can also click on that and the races will immediately change to District 14. All right, giving me a little wonky there. I'm going to do it this way. You'll see that there's no contest for this current filter. District 14 is an even number district. It's not up this time. So anytime you hit a race that's not on the ballot this round, you'll see this no contest. However, if I change that to any odd number district, it's going to zoom in and I'll be able to see that district and any races that are associated with that specific district. Okay, I'm going to pop back up to state view. And now let's go down into judicial. Same rules apply here. Judicial races, as I hover over them, I can go over each county and see what races are related to that. You can see this judge district court number 7 is in the East Central and impacts those 4 counties. If I scroll down to district judge of the Northeast, you'll see that that changes to reflect that judicial district as well, or I can use that county filter to drop down. All right, let's go into county. Again, easy here. You have the county races right now. Let's say I want to look at Cass County. I can bring up Cass County, it will zoom in. All of those races related to Cass County and any measures that they have will be reflected there. You'll see on the bottom here, county view or state view. Right now I'm at the county level. I can again pop back out to that state view anytime I want to. Okay, if I go to city, the map will stay the same, but I will get city races. So you can see Abercrombie here at the top. I can use the search feature to quickly drill down if I want to, or I can use the filter here to go to a specific county. So let's say I'm really interested in the city of Benedict. I'm going to put BENE in my search box here. So you'll notice that the council member from Benedict comes up. You'll also notice that this race came up from Lankin because of Lori Beneda is in there. So I went in BENE. So it's bringing up Benedict or anyone with Beneda in it. Just like if I do Johnson, JOHN, I'm going to get any race that has somebody with Johnson in it or any city that has that same information. Here's a John Adams. Here's a Derek Johnson. So know that this search feature works across all the information that's in the site, not only the race, but the candidates and all of those pieces. And last but not least, you can also search by school and then look by a specific county or statewide. And again, if you pop in and there's no contest or no races for that, you're going to see that no contest. All right, let's pop back out to the state view. All right, so that in a nutshell is kind of how the site functions. Now, let's say you have all these different races that you're looking at and you really want to understand them better. There's this favorites tab. So as you click in there, you can see those favorites are still there. If I wanted to add one from a school level, I can come back here, add that school board, and now when I come back, that school board's going to pull right in. So that's a quick, again, easy way for you guys to aggregate all of the information you want to see on election night. All right, I'm going to clear my filter here and go back to my results tab. All right. On the far left here by the search box, you can see the filter button. If you click on that, if you want to be able to find recounts as results come in and look for those that are either an automatic or a on-demand recount, you can click this button to show those recount contests only. So just awareness that that is there and able for you to use it if you want to. Okay, so we've demonstrated kind of how those filters work. They're a really powerful tool for you to be able to search the site. So I want you to really pay attention to that and know that that is a key area that you can use to help drill down into the site. Okay, last but not least, exports features. So at the very top of the site, you're going to notice a little hamburger, these 3 lines up in the corner of the browser. If you click on that, you're going to get this little drop down. It's going to allow you to download the unofficial results of the full election, so everything from every contest, or it will download what you see in your current view, or you can select a certain contest. So if your current view is at the judicial level, it would bring out all the judicial races. If it's at the county level, it would bring out county races. So that gives you an idea of that current view. Selected contest, right now I'm in the school board member from Alexandra, school district number 2. That would be what I'd get if I click on download unofficial results. Past elections will take you back to our old DNR site to see past elections. And election resources are those absentee, mail, and early vote statistics, our candidate list, polling places, other frequently asked questions, our websites, candidate list, etc. You'll also notice this auto scroll feature. If I click that, let me take us back up to state view and statewide. If we come back up and I use the scroll feature, I can set that scroll to scroll. So if I just want to sit and watch my results, I set it for 3 seconds. So you're going to see every 3 seconds, those results are going to move on my screen. So if I just wanted to sit and watch my favorite scroll, I can do that same thing by selecting that scroll feature up in the hamburger. All right, you've made it through the whole tutorial. Hopefully you saw something here that has a lot of interest for you and you'll be able to use that interactive map in a cool way. We're pretty excited about the site and join us on election night. See who advances to the general and see who wins on our local contests throughout the state. Thanks so much. Have a great day.